Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Please subscribe and like the video before continuing. GH spoilers, Dante learns Kristina's secret. Will he risk his career or turn her in? General Hospital spoilers indicate that Kristina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mancy, could be caught soon for attempted murder. Kristina could be charged with 3 counts of attempted murder. Ava Jerome, Maura West, Rick Lansing, Rick Herbst, and Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, if her crimes are uncovered. She did mention to her brother Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprunga, that she was at the scene of the crime that night, so he could soon start to question why Kristina was really there. Kristina Corinthos Davis implicates herself yet again. Kristina has a bad habit of saying things that she shouldn't, especially when she is anxious. Dante and her could be having a conversation, and she could say something that might arouse his suspicions that Kristina knows more than she is saying about Rick and Liz's car accident. He would start to wonder what Kristina was really doing there and may start to ask questions. Dante Falconeri starts to put the pieces together. Dante could learn that Kristina was at Ava's right before the accident, and it could make him curious about why she was there. Dante could ask Ava about it, concerned for his sister. Ava could make something up, but she may tell him that she was there discussing Ava and Grace Scarola. Dante might think that there is more to it than that, and he could find a witness near the parking lot that said that Kristina looked very agitated and angry when she left Ava's apartment. Dante Falconeri puts the pieces together. Dante could learn that Ava and Rick had very similar cars before the accident, and he would find that to be a very interesting detail. Knowing that Kristina was lurking around the parking garage, he may start to wonder what Kristina was really doing there. He wouldn't want to believe that his sister tampered with the car, but he knows how much his sister hates Ava and wants revenge. Dante Falconeri confronts Kristina Corinthos Davis. Dante would confront Kristina with the information that he was found, and she would at first make excuses. However, she would be forced to confess that she did try to kill Ava, but Rick and Liz got caught in the crossfire because she cut the brakes on the wrong car. Dante would be livid, and not to mention conflicted. As a member of the PCPD, he is obligated to turn her in. Kristina would beg him not, as it would destroy her sister, Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaginus, and she wouldn't want her mother, Alexis Davis's Nancy Lee Grahn role in covering up the crime, to be exposed. A Falconeri has a choice to make. A conflicted Dante would be forced to choose between family and his job, as he knows that turning Kristina in is the right thing to do. He knows that he would tear apart so many lives if he did, though. He may also believe that not doing anything is best because of how many people he would hurt. However, if the truth comes out that he knew and didn't say anything, he would be terminated immediately from the PCPD. What do you think? What do you think? Do you think that Dante will figure out what Kristina did? Will he confront Kristina and get her to confess the truth? Will Dante turn Kristina in or put his job at risk and keep quiet? Keep watching General Hospital weekdays on ABC to find out. Don't forget to check back right here for all your latest General Hospital information, news, and spoilers. GH spoilers, Dante learns Kristina's secret. Will he risk his career or turn her in? In a city where secrets smolder just beneath the surface and the line between justice and family is always razor thin, General Hospital fans are about to see one of the most explosive ethical dilemmas Dante Falconeri has ever faced. Kristina Corinthos Davis has been walking the tightrope of adulthood for months, managing the Corinthos Davis house, navigating her involvement in surrogate motherhood, and proving herself as more than Sonny's firecracker daughter. But this June, a buried secret threatens to detonate everything she's built. And it's Dante, her brother, and a respected Port Charles detective who stumbles onto the truth, a truth that could ruin Kristina's life and force him to decide, is blood really thicker than the badge? A whisper in the dark, the discovery that starts it all. It all begins innocently enough. Dante, working late at the PCPD, is assigned to follow up on a tip about a suspicious shell LLC that's allegedly funneling funds into organized activity. The name on the documents? A contractor tied to a mysterious nonprofit project in the city, one spearheaded by none other than Kristina Corinthos Davis. At first, Dante shrugs it off. His sister has always been passionate, sometimes reckless, but involved in dirty money? Unthinkable. But the paper trail doesn't lie. The nonprofit Corinthos Legacy House has unknowingly accepted funding from a front organization once connected to one of Sonny's enemies, an off-the-books East Coast syndicate now under DEA investigation. The question is, did Kristina know? At worst, what happens if she did? Kristina's hidden agenda? Viewers know Kristina's motivations have always been a mix of fierce independence and loyalty to her family. When she took over managing the Legacy House, she wanted to make it a safe space for young adults, a cause rooted in her own struggles with identity, family, and trauma. But as her vision grew, so did the financial pressures. Maintaining staff, securing permits, expanding outreach, all required capital. And when a seemingly well-meaning angel donor offered her hundreds of thousands with no strings attached, Kristina jumped at the chance. What she didn't know, or maybe didn't want to know, is that those strings were attached to Vincent Tagliati, a name Dante recognizes from his NYPD files. Kristina, unknowingly or not, may have just become the face of organized crime laundering. Dante torn. The cop versus the brother. This revelation shakes Dante to the core. In a powerful private moment at his apartment, he stares at the folder of evidence and whispers, "What were you thinking, Chrissy?" Brooklyn walks in, sensing the tension. He tells her cryptically that he's caught between duty and blood. She urges him to go slow, reminding him that family doesn't mean enabling bad decisions. But if you destroy her without talking to her first, she warns, you'll never forgive yourself. Cue a haunting scene. Dante arrives at Legacy House under the pretense of checking in on his sister's progress. Kristina is radiant, talking about a future benefit gala and how she wants the place to be a home for people who've lost theirs. Dante can barely meet her eyes. A confession and a lie. Later that night, Dante confronts Kristina in the backyard of Alexis's lake house. "Where'd the money come from, Kristina?" he asks. Straight, no spin. Kristina falters, then admits she took money from someone referred by a friend of a friend, someone who claimed to admire Sonny and wanted to support her work. "I didn't ask a lot of questions, Dante," she says. "I thought if I didn't know, I couldn't get burned." That's when he tells her the truth. The donor is a known associate of a crime family under federal investigation. The funds, nearly $500,000, could be seized. Worse, she could be charged as an accomplice. Christy breaks down. "I was just trying to do something good," she pleads. "For once, I wanted to be more than Sonny's daughter. I wanted to build something that was mine." The camera lingers on Dante's torn expression. The fallout choices with no good endings. With this revelation, GH spins its narrative web in multiple directions. Sonny's involvement. When Sonny finds out, he's livid. Not at Kristina, but at Dante, the mob boss, confronts his son in his office at Pozzuolo's, demanding he do the right thing and protect Kristina at all costs. "You've bent the rules for worse people," Sonny growls. "What's one more favor for your own blood?" But Dante, haunted by past compromises, doesn't flinch. "You taught me to be better even when you weren't. Now I have to prove it." This standoff between father and son is one for the GH history books, a thunderous clash of ideology, love, and legacy. The ADA gets involved. Meanwhile, Assistant District Attorney Jennifer Arden catches wind of the case. She's been gunning for a corruption scalp for months, and she sees Kristina's case as the perfect high-profile hit. Arden pressures Dante to testify and leaks the investigation to the press before he can make a decision. Now, it's not just a question of what's right, it's a matter of public spectacle. Molly and TJ react. When Molly finds out her sister is under investigation and may have endangered her surrogacy, she's torn between empathy and rage. You could have ruined everything, she tells Kristina. Not just for you, but for our baby, for our future. TJ is more understanding but firm. We need to know you're stable, Kristina, that you're thinking about more than your name. This subplot lays the groundwork for a potential custody battle down the road, especially if the courts get involved. Dante's decision, the scene everyone will be talking about. In the final scene of this arc's midpoint climax, Dante walks into the commissioner's office holding Kristina's case file. Max Scorpio is waiting. You're the arresting officer, Dante, Max says. What's your recommendation? Long pause. Dante sets the folder down. My sister didn't know what she was getting into. She took bad money for a good cause. I don't think she should go to prison for that. Mac nods slowly. Then you better find a way to prove it or walk away from the case, because the optics are already bad. Viewers will hold their breath as Dante steps out of the office, caught between two worlds he can never fully belong to. What comes next? Spoilers. Tease a redemption arc for Kristina. Spoiler Buzz says Kristina will take matters into her own hands. After learning the full extent of her donor's background, she returns every dollar, even if it means selling off assets and downsizing the legacy house temporarily. She also offers to testify against the laundering ring, a dangerous move that earns her unexpected enemies and threats. One spoiler teases a terrifying confrontation in the parking garage outside GH, where Kristina narrowly avoids an accident orchestrated by Tagliatti's men. That moment may reignite Sonny's protective instincts and possibly drag him back into the dark side of business to protect his daughter. Dante and Kristina, the bond that survives. Despite the chaos, fans can expect some of the most heartfelt scenes between Dante and Kristina in years. One rumored scene at the cemetery has the siblings sitting at their late brother Morgan's grave, reflecting on their father's influence and the shadows it cast. You know what's messed up? Kristina says, sometimes I still think, what would Sonny do? Even when I know that's not the question I should ask. Dante takes her hand. Then ask yourself this, what would Kristina do? She smiles through tears, probably mess it up first, then fight like hell to fix it. Final thoughts, will Dante risk it all? As GH barrels into summer, the moral stakes have never been higher. Dante stands at a fork in the road, one path leading to justice, the other to family loyalty. For Kristina, redemption won't be handed to her. She'll have to earn it, risk it, and possibly lose everything in the process. But if there's one thing Corinthos Davis women know how to do, it's survive. And if Dante can find a way to uphold the law and protect his sister, he just might emerge as the kind of hero Port Charles truly needs. Would you like a follow-up article diving into Sonny's next move? Or a romantic twist involving Dante and Brooke Lynn as he navigates this storm? Tools.